Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to coverage of Junction City football from Bearden, Arkansas tonight. All the folks along the Dragon Sports Network, as well as the Hog, 101.5 and 1290 KDMS, all making here tonight that we'll be able to give you a entertaining football game here tonight. I know the voices may sound strange from what you normally hear. The normal play-by-play guy is busy tonight in Magnolia with assignment of the alumni banquet, which I believe he's hosting tonight, which he's out, and also Mr. Pumphrey, who is also out because of job duties tonight as well. And so you get JB tonight as the play-by-play guy for the Junction City Dragons football team. We got two teams that's going in opposite directions. Of course, the Junction City Dragons on a roll, 5 wins in a row. They only had that one stumble at the beginning of the season. They haven't looked back since. In fact, the last couple of weeks, they have scored over 60 more points. And there's a possibility that could happen tonight as well as they host the Bearden Bears here at Bearden. It is homecoming at Bearden tonight. And we are expecting an exciting football game here, especially for the Junction City Dragons. I was talking to several of the Bearden Bears people. There's a couple of people that should be out tonight. Their starting quarterback, which is Kendrick Janelle, is not expected to play tonight. Also, Kathan Emerson is expected to be out tonight, and Josh Tyler also injured, not expected to play tonight in this ball game. As far as we know, all the Dragons are healthy and are ready to go. The officials are meeting at midfield there to see who will win this coin toss and see who will actually get the ball first here tonight. And we're just moments away from football here on the Dragon Sports Network. And do like to thank all of the sponsors, the Dragon Sports Network, who's been so gracious and helped out with this broadcast, including El Dorado Chemical, a subsidiary of LSB Industries, as well as ERC, General Contractors, Kim's Hair Salon, Lansing, also a big sponsor of the Dragon Sports Network, and LG Farms and Timber. We'd like to thank you so very much. Generations Bank. And we'd like to also thank Terminex here tonight, one of our sponsors on the Dragon Sports Network. And, of course, we will be talking about more of these sponsors as we go along tonight, and as well as all the sponsors we have on the radio broadcast tonight as well. We thank you so very much for the sponsors on the Hog, 101.5 and 1290 KDMS for your support of Dragon football. They're lining them up. I kind of missed, didn't see who got the toss and who was going to do what. Who's going to kick the ball off yet? It looks like
Junction City won the toss.
Yeah, Junction City won the toss. I believe Junction did win the toss.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
And Bearden will be kicking off, and the Dragons have elected to receive this toss. Gary? Big Gary, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good myself.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was going to have a broadcast partner tonight or not. Good to see you.
You too, you too.
All right. All right. And so we are just about 3 minutes away from the football game, Gary. Dragons are pretty much a heavy favorite in this game. I alluded to before you got here, Bearden has some injuries. About 3 players are expected to be out for this game, including a starting quarterback, which is not good.
No.
And so it could be a long night for the Bearden Bears. But
Yes,
I tell you what we will do here. We're going to kick it back to our studios and recognize some of our sponsors. And we'll take this break. You're listening to Junction City Football on the Dragon Sports Network and the Hog, 101.5 and KDMS 1290. Welcome back to Junction City Football on the Dragon Sports Network and the Hog 101.5 KDMS 1290. We're about ready to kick the football game off. And there we go, a very short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it should give the Dragons very good full position. Let's see where they will end up marking the football.
Should be on about the 45.
Looks like it's going to be about the 45-yard line. It's which is going to be excellent field position for the Junction City Dragons to take over their first possession.
Junction City will take over first down and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Or 35-yard line.
35, yeah.
That's where they put it at the 35-yard line. That was a kick out of bounds, and that's where they normally place it. Here we go with the first play from scrimmage. And the handoff, another fumble, and looks like the Dragons may have fallen on it. And that's about the 39-yard line where the ball was fumbled, and it looks like
got positive yards out of a fumble.
We did get positive yards out of a fumble.
That's what you don't want to see out of your running back right there on the first carry or fumble.
Yep. So we're looking at second down and about 5 to go for the first down. And the handoff, and he's got the first down and more as he will cross the 45-yard line, about the 46. Looks like where they will set it down. And that's a Ginger Tolano, Allstate Insurance, first down for the Dragons. And handoff again. And they stack him up on the right side of the line, maybe picking up a couple of yards on the play.
Yeah. One thing about Bearden, they always run that 3-3-5, and it always be an aggressive 3-3-5 defense. With that 3-3-5, the pass, it opened up the passing game. So hopefully, they'll see that and start airing it out a little bit, kind of get them out that box.
The quick throw, player off to the right, got good yardage, and he may go. It's going to be a Dragon touchdown on a little flare pass to the right side.
Yeah. Just as I said it, they hit him with that little spot pass and let Frazier do his work with his athleticism right there and took it up the sideline for a touchdown.
So the Dragons strike quickly on a touchdown pass here early in the first quarter. 10:19 on the clock is our first score. And the Dragons lining up for the point after. They look like they're going to go for 2.
Oh, yeah, good hold.
And they do convert the 2-point conversion. And at 10:19, the Dragons strikes first and lead 8-0 in this ball game. We'll be back in 1 minute. We are back at Bearden, and the Junction City Dragons have struck quickly and are kicking off now to the Bearden Bears, and a fair catch trying to see the line. We are in the stands tonight. It's very difficult. We're not sitting high. I'm trying to see where we are on the field there. Can you make that out, Gary?
No, it's hard to see because they don't have the little lines on the field. So we'll say about the 35, 34-yard line.
So this will be their first opportunity on offense for the Bearden Bears. And as we mentioned on the outside of the broadcast, a few injuries for the Bears. Their starting cornerback, Kendrick Janelle, is not expected to play. And I'm not sure who's the number out there.
Like number 3. Yeah, good job by the defense. Look like, they want to come out in that little spread formation.
Well, I don't have a 3 on my roster. So I don't know who he is. It's a mystery quarterback. So that's what we'll call it. But there's a penalty marker down to be checked out. Let's see what that's all about.
It's going to be on the Dragon defense for a little personal foul right there.
So they call a personal foul on the Dragons, and they're marking off 15. So that'll be a first down by penalty for the Bearden Bears.
Yeah, that's one of those things where I don't know many people seeing that right there. I don't know who they calling him, but he picked the guy up and just flipped him right there, after the whistle was blown. So, the referees, don't want anything to get out of hand. That's a good way to take control of it quick, by throwing the flag.
Yeah, that's a good idea to do that. Because I got a feeling it's going to be a long night.
Yeah.
All right, after the first down, here are the Bearden Bears from the shotgun. And that was a whistle. I believe the play is dead. I think it never got off. I heard a whistle before the snap.
We're going to get an offsides on your cornerback over there, Frazier. When he came up and played man coverage, he was well across the line of scrimmage of the ball. So that's going to be another 3 yards for the Bears. So that's 2 back-to-back penalties on your defense. It's not the way, defensively you want to start out. You did good stopping, but then you give them 15 more, then you give them another 5 yards. So that's 23 yards right there from the Dragons defense giving Bearden.
Yeah, 20 yards of penalties. Coach won't be happy about that.
Yeah, this is one of those timeouts, probably going to get an earful.
Graham called the timeout. We'll take it with him. We'll do a 30-second timeout. We'll back in 30 seconds. We're back in Bearden, and after the timeout, the Bearden Bears are looking at a 1st and 5 after the offside penalty against the Dragons. And he's stuffed.
Yeah, good job by the defensive line right there. The Bears one of those teams you gotta be aggressive with them up front. That front 4, front 5 we put down, they're gonna have to apply pressure all night. That's what they did right there. They penetrated and got in the backfield before the running back got started. So, like I said, we gave them 20 yards and they in our territory now on free play. So now the defense is gonna have to grind out and keep them, and hold them back.
They held them for no gain there. It's maybe a yard. 2nd down and 4. It's what it's gonna be.
Having clock issues right now.
And yes, we are being held up for play. The officials are checking something with the clock. Yeah, okay. The play clock did not reset. I think it was the issue. Now we're ready to go here. Bearden on the attack. They try the left side of the line and maybe a couple of yards, and it's
picks up about 3 good, hard, tough yards right there. Make 3rd down more manageable right now for the Bears offense. Big 3rd down for your Dragon defense, which you're being right now. You in 4 down territory. You get what you can get on 3rd and hopefully make it a little easier for you on 4th down.
Yeah, you would think given the odds what they're against, they probably would go for it on 4th down. Let's see what they do. It's going to be 3rd and 3. And they pitch it to the running back, and I'm not sure if he got enough yardage or not to get there. It's on the far side, and
Sweet goes to number 10, Captain Emerson.
I think he's going to be short.
Yeah, it's going to be short. You know, you got to go for it right now. So, you know,
Well, if you lost 5 in a row, I mean, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, what do you have to lose? And,
Right.
you know, watch Ben right here try to come out with a hard count. You know, see the Dragon defense being aggressive. You know, I'll be ready for a hard count right now. Try to draw them off sides.
It's going to be 4th and 2. Let's see if the Dragons defense can hold.
Yeah.
And they jumped offside, just as you said. And tough way to get it.
Yeah.
We're going to be a 1st down by penalty as the Dragons overreacted and gave them a 1st down.
You know, when your defensive line right there, you know, short yardage right there, that's one thing you gotta have in your mind. Watch for the hard count, you know, and, you know, as I said it, you know, with that close right there, try to get an easy 1st down, I'll try for a hard count. So it's a good job right there by Bearden.
It's the 2nd 1st down by penalty in this drive. And they hand it off to the running back. He is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got anything.
No.
It's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, number 47 right there made the right read. Old Chase. Oh, Tannen Barnett right there made the key and made the right read and made him in the hole for no gain. So, you know, if I'm a Dragon secondary right now, they haven't tried to pass, but, you know, I'll keep my eyes aware right now of a pass, a little play-action pass.
Number 3 is the quarterback. We don't have him listed in a roster, so he's the mystery quarterback, and
Good
he
job.
pitches it to the left, and they have actually lost some yardage on that play. Let's see where they mark it.
Number 4 right there, Carroll, he did his job. You know, he made the running back stretch and waited till everybody else come up and made the tackle right there.
He did lose 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11. 3rd and 11. 3rd down, 11.
Here's your pass right there.
And he throws under duress and caught. And it's going to be close.
It's going to be still 4th down, but hey, good job right there. I think number 6, I thought he was throwing it out of bounds. That kid just got some little springs in his legs and jumped up and snagged it out the air.
Yeah, he did. He did. It's going to be short. He's got a long, about 5 yards to go for the 1st down. But they continue to move. It's going to be 4th and 5.
I'll watch for that hard count again if I'm on the defense.
I think there was movement. I thought they didn't catch it, but I believe they did.
Yeah, that was on the tight end right there.
Yeah, the tight end moved. And so they're going to back him up 5 yards.
That'll be a false start on the offense.
And that makes it that 4th down conversion a little bit tougher.
Yes.
So we're looking at 4th and 10.
You know, right now, if you're on that defensive line over the ends, you can pin your ears back and come at them right now. You know, you got 4th and 10. You know, you just put a little pressure on that quarterback, hope he make a mistake.
They continue to try to go for it on 4th and 10. Pressure from the Dragons and intercepted. The Junction City Dragons has intercepted the pass. That is Frazier with the football, and he's still running. Frazier may go. Frazier is gone. Touchdown, the Junction City Dragons. Boy, all of a sudden, things are kind of getting out of hand already. That was a great play, not only to intercept, but a great run. I don't see any penalty markers down, so I think the play will stand and it will be a touchdown.
You know what caused the interception right there is some pressure you had from up front. You know, quarterback, he was running, you know, trying to rod the sack and didn't have no time to set his feet, and he just threw one up, and Frazier grabbed it out of the air and took it to the house. Right now it's the Frazier show. He's got all points for the Dragons.
All right, the Dragons strike again. 5:41 to play in the first period, and the Dragons are up 14-0, going for two again. And up the middle. Let's see if he got in.
Yes.
Looked like he had a big hole to get there.
Oh, Kyle Tidwell right there.
And it's good. The conversion is good. So at 5:41 to play in the first quarter, the Junction City Dragons are up 16-0 on the Bearden Bears. We are back in 30 seconds. And we are back in Bearden, Arkansas. Homecoming at Bearden tonight, and the Junction City Dragons are treating them very unkind at the present time. 5:41 still to play in this first quarter. The Dragons are up 16-0. And about to kick off to the Bearden Bears. And there's the kick. Goes down to the Bears. I believe number 5, and he brought down rudely by the Dragons on special teams. I believe that was number 5, Jalen Wade. That was the ball carrier for the Bearden Bears.
Number 4, Carroll right there had good coverage right there on the kickoff and brought him down.
So the Bearden Bears will try to operate again. And I'm guesstimating where the yard line is. I can't really tell where it's at.
Like it's on the, what's the 25?
Maybe the 25-yard line. And Bearden, quarterback would snap to pitch it to the left. Pretty good little hole there in the middle, but it's shut up quickly as the linebackers come up the field and make the stop. He may have picked up 4 yards. See where they put it down.
Looks like he was stopped around the line of scrimmage.
Or did he actually lost a yard? Did he?
I think it's 2nd down and 11 for the Bears.
Actually did lose a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11. Quarterback barking signals, tries to flare pass out to the left side, and he's running back all the way to the right side, and that was a mistake.
Good job.
And he is nailed, and that will be another loss.
Yes. Good job right there by that Dragon weak side defense. You know, as a kid, that they threw it to the left side, you know, they didn't over-pursue well and had enough speed right there to come back across the field and made a big stop right there by number 7, Jakyron Cook.
And the loss is back. The ball is on the 15-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 20. So the Bears are going backwards. 3rd down and 20. Apologize, we don't have the number for number 3, their quarterback. He throws a flare pass out to the left side, short gain. And the Bearden Bears is going to have to punt the football.
You know, we won't come out on these next 2 weeks. You know, it's going to be very, very. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Very meaningful for the Dragons. You know, not looking past this game right here, but you got a big one next week. So if you want to come out and, you know, put as many points on you can. So like I said, you got a big one next week. You don't want to get nobody hurt or nothing like that, and you know, you use this game right here as a tune-up game for you.
Well, the Dragons should get excellent field position out of this punt. And it's angling out of bounds to see where the official's going to finally mark it. it's going to be excellent field position for the Dragons to take over on offense.
Yeah, that was a good defensive stand right there with, by your Dragons defense. You know, now your offense, you want to come out and strike fast. You know, you got them down 16 points right now. Hey, why not, don't let up off of. You know, if you can score at will on first play, score at will on first play.
The Dragons will take over on the Bears' 29-yard line. Excellent field position. Let's see what they do. They give it off. Hand it off. And it's a touchdown. I think he got in. It is a touchdown for the Dragons. I didn't catch the number.
Yes, that was number 7, Jacobin Cook. You know, that's a play I haven't seen all year. They ran a little counter back to the weak side, and, you know, as he took his counter step, came back, the hole was wide, and he just showed you what he can do with his speed right there.
So the Dragons on one play travels 29 yards and a touchdown. And they're now going for 2. And I don't think they made it this time. Yeah, they did. Yes, they did. They got it in there. So the Dragons at 2:55 to go in this first period, leading the Bearden Bears 24-0. We're back in 30 seconds. We're back at Bearden High School, and the Junction City Dragons have jumped all over the Bearden Bears. Here's homecoming tonight at Bearden, but they have silenced this crowd. In fact, there's no noise from the home side at all, as the Dragons up 24-0 with 2:55 still to play in this first period. The Dragons are about to kick it off to the Bears and see if they can do anything with it. Here comes the kick, and it's short end over end, bouncing around, picked up by a Bear, and he gets down to, look like maybe the 42-yard line maybe of the Bears. And they will take over from there. That's probably their best field position of the night that they will start an offensive formation from.
Yes.
It's on the 43-yard line.
Ever since that little first series, you know, when Smith called that timeout and, you know, called the defense to the side, you know, ever since then they've been clicking on all cylinders.
Yes. So let's see what they can do here as they operate 1st and 10 from their own 43. They give it to a running back, and he's smothered.
Yeah, by number 51 right there.
No gain.
Fall across the center's face and got in the backfield and made a good tackle in the backfield.
That was Kevin Newberry that hit him right in the hole. 2nd and 10, no gain on the play. I'll make it 2nd and 12. Actually, lost 2 yards. And the Bears come up to the line of scrimmage. They send 2 wide outs to the right. One of the outs lined up in the slot on the right side. And the quarterback rolls to his left. Nowhere to go. In trouble. Just throws it away. And it's almost intercepted and caught by the Bearden Bears. And the Bearden Bears got it and still running. It's unbelievable.
Yes.
That they were able to catch. That should have been an interception.
Yeah, that should have been a pick 6 by number 10. But, hey, give full credit. Stay with it. And, you know, it shows a little life in that Bearden offense right there.
So, Bearden, our crowd finally had something to cheer about. The play that looked like was going to be a disaster turns out to be a big play. And the ball is down on the 15-yard line of the Junction City Dragons. 1st and 10 for the Bearden Bears.
Yeah.
They break the huddle, comes up to the line of scrimmage. They show 2 wideouts on the right side. In the slot is number 4, and that's going nowhere. Their quarterback, I believe that was number 10 that time.
As soon as he got the ball, he had white jerseys in his face.
Guess what? I don't have a number 10 either. So they're just going to be mystery quarterbacks here tonight. I don't have it. Don't show a 10. So, but he is the quarterback.
And, you know, he started out at running back.
Yeah. So, but he's not listed on the roster either. So he's going to be a mystery quarterback number 2. So they break the huddle and again wide out to the right. One lined up in the slot on the right side. And they give it, he fakes the handoff and quarterback keeper, and he's going to be knocked down for a loss as the Dragons all over it. Not fooled by anything. First quarter getting close to come to an end. There's 30 seconds and counting. And it's 3rd down and 27. And let's see if they get this play off before the first quarter comes to an end. They don't seem to be in a hurry to get it off.
I wouldn't be in a hurry.
It's 10 seconds, and I don't think they're going to try and even run the play. They're going to let the clock run out, and we're going to take a break. As they let the clock run out and for the start of the second quarter, we're going to take a break. We'll be back in 60 seconds on the Dragon Sports Network. Back in Bearden, Arkansas, as the start of the second quarter about to commence with the Junction City Dragons up big, 24-0. As we start the second period of play, the Bearden Bears will have the ball on their 27-yard line, but it's a long 3rd and 20. And the quarterback running around, throws over the middle, and intercepted. The Dragons has come away with another interception.
Jakaran Cook right there.
That interception is by Jakaran Cook for the Dragons.
You notice every time Bearden dropped back the pass, he's looking at number 4. So that time, you know, Jakaran made his read, found 4 as he's coming on his routes. And like I said, the quarterback looked at number 4 the whole time, and he just stepped in front of the ball. Stepped in front of number 4 and got the interception.
Well, it's kind of obvious with your starting quarterback out that these guys probably hadn't got a lot of reps.
Yes, sir.
And they're kind of telegraphing the passes, and the Dragons are all over it. But so they take over on turnover of the interception, and the Dragons will take over on their 24-yard line, 1st and 10. And let's see what the Dragons come up with. They send a man in motion to the left side, and he flares out to the motion man, number 8. And he's got it and running and still running and may be gone. One man to beat. Can they catch it? No. Touchdown, Junction City.
Yes, sir. You know, the Dragons tonight offensively was showing some little things that they ain't showed all year. So, you know, maybe, you know, they trying to send a message out tonight. You know, hey, you don't sleep on us.
So a touchdown from number 8, Frazier, Orlando's Frazier. Big catch and run as the Dragons continue to pour it on. And we got the point after coming up, and they're going to go for 2 again. Quarterback hands off on this. I believe they stopped him this time. No, they didn't. They got it.
Yeah.
He did get in there. And we will take this 30-second timeout. With 11:34 to go in the second quarter, the Jackson City Dragons up 32-0. You're listening to Dragon Football on the Dragon Sports Network, the Hog 101.5 and 1290 KDMS. We're back in Bearden, Arkansas, and the clock is running as the Dragons are running up a big score here, 32-0 over the Bearden Bears on their homecoming.
Number 17, Jay Williams, set to kick off for the Dragons.
So they have the clock running.
Number 5, Jalen Wade.
I
thought it was.
It all depends on the coaches.
What
That's a coach's decision right there. You know, if something like this happens, the head coach got the opportunity. Hey, if you want to go ahead and start the clock running, you can.
Well, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Because things are going to get worse.
Number 5, Jalen Wade, kickoff return. Host the Dragons. Bearden will take over first down and 10 from their own 37-yard line.
Like I said, you know, you in well control of this game right here. You know, I tell my starters, hey, you ain't got long, and I'm pulling you. Like I said, we got a big game next week. So, you know, hey, you better enjoy it while you can.
Yeah, I think Coach Smith will probably start using some of the second teamers and third teamers here before much longer.
Yes.
And they got a lot of reps last week, and they can get some more reps this week.
Yes. You know,
which will pay dividends on down the line. The
Yeah.
Bearden Bears from their own 37, 1st and 10, and a whistle before play is.
got a timeout by Bearden.
All right, Bearden Bears take the timeout. We'll take it with them. And we'll take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Jackson City Football on the Dragon Sports Network, 101.5 The Hog and 1290 KDMS. All right, we're back at Bearden, and 9:44 on the clock. It's stopped at the moment for the timeout by the Bearden Bears, but we've already started the implementation of the immersion rule, and the clock should start back as Bearden lines up on their own 37-yard line, 1st and 10. And could see the ball carrier, but it was short gain.
Yeah, number 31 right there came in and made the stop for the Dragon defense.
It's 2nd down, and no gain on that play. So it's 2nd and 10. Again, clock running, Mercer rule already in effect. Bearden sends one receiver wide to the left side. The receiver lined up in the slot on the right side. Let's see what they do. Quarterback on the center. And he's trying to throw, but he's going to be knocked down by
They
the
had a
Dragons.
fumble. Yeah, fumble on play. The Dragons got the ball.
And the Dragons have come up with the football again.
When it rains, it pours.
Yes, it does. But the Dragons obviously much bigger, stronger, faster.
Yes.
Junction City will take over first down and 10 from the Bear 33-yard line.
So it's going to be Junction City. First and 10 from the 33-yard line. The quarterback is looking to get the signal in. Brady Hutchinson. And let's see what they do. Well, they seem a little bit confused here as to what they want to run.
Got an old wishbone.
And they hand it off the right side. Big gainer for the Dragons. It's going to be close to first down yardage.
There's Jakyron Cook right there.
And they move the change, and it is a first down.
53, Thomas Brunston.
And it's going to be first down. Ball on the 21-yard line. Dragons in a hurry. And they hand it off. Left side. And they still running. Looks like it's going to be touchdown. Yes. And I believe that is Jamal Johnson.
Jamal Johnson right there.
Yeah, who scored that touchdown. Jamal Johnson, the 21 yards out. And the Dragons up their lead now to 38-0 with the point after coming. And all night the Dragons have gone for 2. So I do not expect anything different. Well, maybe they are. They look like they are going to kick this one. Just when I said that, they decided to kick one.
Yeah, I had noticed all year, when they up big, that's when I guess they work on the
high snap. I see why they go for 2 now. that was an ugly duck right there.
Yeah.
The extra point try was no good. So with 6 minutes and clock running, the Dragons are up 38-0. We will take a 30-second timeout as you're listening to Junction City football on the Dragon Sports Network, the Hog 101.5 and 1290 KDMS. Back in Bearden, and the clock running. Mercy rule already in effect. Dragons up 38-0, and it's homecoming in Bearden, but not a whole lot for the Bears to cheer about. And the kick goes out of bounds. They'll place it on the 35. Penalty marker goes down as well as the ball goes out of bounds. Let's see what the penalty is all about.
It's going to be that kick out of bounds, where they get the ball on the 35.
So they'll get it on the 35-yard line. So let's see if we start seeing some new players in for the Junction City Dragons. And let's see what they do. I see number 12 in the lineup. I hadn't seen, he has been in there, Jamal Johnson.
I think he still got his starters out there. I think he might let them finish out the half.
And that could be. Yeah, all the starters appear to be still on the field. Approaching 4 minutes, clock running. And the Bears try to run to the right.
They've been trying to run that little pitch to the outside all night long. Dragons just have too much speed, waiting on them on the outside right there. They haven't cut the corner yet.
No, they have not. Ball's on the 35-yard line.
They lost about 3 yards on the play. It'll be second down and 13 for the Bears.
So should be 2nd and 13 coming up. Let's see what they do on this play. They don't seem to be in a hurry to run any play.
I think they're going to get a timeout by the old Bears.
And let's see if did they call a timeout? I
Yeah,
think they did.
they called
So the
timeout.
Bears have called their second timeout. They should have one left in this half, and we'll take it with them. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Dragon Football on the Dragon Sports Network, 101.5 The Hog, and 1290 KDMS. We're back in Bearden, 3:42 before halftime. Dragons up big, 38-0. And, of course, the last couple of weeks we mentioned at the beginning of our broadcast, they've scored over 60 points in the last couple of weeks and headed to that kind of point total tonight unless Coach Smith decides to call off the dog, so to speak. Let's see what he does. Bearden tries to throw a long pass, and again, intercepted by the Dragons, and I didn't see the number
11, Gilbert, right there.
And number 11 got that, Gilbert.
Yeah,
Devontae Gilbert with the interception, and the Dragons are back in business.
They tried to throw in a little old tailback pass right there, and they had 3 receivers lined up to one side and one on the outside, and so they sent everybody. Did nobody have a Pacific route? They sent everybody on the street route, go route. So Gilbert played his safety position, made his read, and got the interception.
All right, clock running, 2:53. Dragons take over. Ball on the 39-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. And let's see. Yeah, thought I heard a whistle, but play continues.
You got Carroll in the backfield.
And Carroll finds a little opening on the right side. Let's see.
Hand off to number 4, Jamie Carroll.
And it's going to bring up a second down.
About 2 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Dragons.
Second down for the Dragons, and the quarterback hands it off. It's stuffed up the middle. The Bearden Bears got good penetration on that play, and they won it for the 3 times tonight. They were able to stuff a running play.
Yes. Right there, Bearden defense just sitting the linebackers right there, and there wasn't nowhere to run for Carroll. It's going to bring up 3rd and long for the Dragons.
Yeah, 3rd and 11 is what we're looking at. Let's see what they elect to do. They hand it off, and it's going to be a 4th down. They've got a couple of yards on that play. And let's see if they kick it, if they will punt it, or it looks like the offense is coming out. Maybe they're going to punt it. They will punt the football.
About 7 for the Dragons from their own 43-yard line.
Unless they got a fake here. Let's see if they might have a fake in the play.
Yeah, I think he's going to punt it.
He'll probably punt it.
Yeah.
Clock running, 1:10 and counting before halftime. The Dragons. Oh, came close to a block there on that punt. Good punt and caught for maybe a couple of yards on the return, and that was about it. Good coverage by the Junction City Dragons on the punt.
He'll put the ball down around the 34-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bears.
So let's see if they get a playoff before halftime here. The clock, of course, running. As we say, the Mercer rule in effect right now. Clock continues to run. So let's see if they can get a playoff here before halftime. And official signal for ball to be in play. And they do get the snap. And they try to throw long again. And the ball is poorly thrown and out of bounds. They did have a man out there, but not much of a chance to catch it.
I thought safety was going to come over there and make the play on it.
So we're approaching halftime here as the clock is going to run out before the next play. And we're at the half. It's halftime in Bearden, and the Junction City Dragons are up big, 38-0. at the half. And we're going to take a 2-minute break here at halftime and also get ready for the, give you some stats and get ready for that at border Sound of Thunder, the Junction City Marching Band. All that's going to be coming up. We'll do that in 2 minutes. You're listening to Junction City Football on the Dragon Sports Network, 101.5 The Hog, and 1290 KDMS. We are back in Bearden, Arkansas, where it is homecoming for the Bearden Bears, and the bad news is that the Junction City Dragons have shown up and spoiled homecoming already. It is 38-0 is our score, and the Dragons have been dominant pretty much in this football game from the outset, and we expect that to continue in the second half as we are already implemented the mercy rule. And for those of you tuning in for tonight and say, well, who is these guys on the radio? Well, Jacob is busy in Magnolia tonight with an alumni banquet. I believe homecoming is going on over there, and he's emceeing a program. And Wayne, I believe, has also got job duties going on.
Yes,
and so I agreed to step in tonight and try to keep the train running, so to speak. And so it's been a kind of a fun game to, if you're a Dragon fan, to watch. And of course, knowing that next week you got this big game coming to your place with Fordyce, who, by the way, is playing Parker's Chapel tonight. I have not heard any scores.
They haven't updated. I was trying to get an update on that score.
Yeah. And it'd be interesting, to see how well Parker's Chapel do. If they take them lightly looking ahead, which we would think they would be looking ahead to us next week, and they fool around, Parker's Chapel could put something on them. That would be great if that would happen. But it's going to be a big one down in the border town next week. Fordyce coming number 1 and number 2 in the state. And everybody's looking forward to it and talking about it, and there ought to be one huge crowd.
Yes, sir.
All right. And the Junction City Band is about ready to perform. And so we're going to let you hear the thunder down on the border, at the border. This is the Junction City Marching Band.
Welcome to the field, the sound of the border town, the Junction City Dragon Band. Under the direction of Katie Conrad, the field direction of Drum Major Elena Gary, and Band Captain Destiny Powell. The band proudly presents their show featuring highlights from the award-winning film, The Greatest Showman. Drum major, is your band ready? The field is yours.
Okay. Take any number of people probably who you think if you had to pick a player of the game right now, where would you go? He scored, how many?
14. They had 2 touchdowns by himself.
Is the Mexican restaurant any good down there?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Good. Okay, it is halftime, and of course the Junction City Dragon Band performing, and we're going to take another 2-minute break and come back here. You're listening to Junction City Football on the Dragon Sports Network, the Hog 101.5 and 1290 KDMS.
If I could have your
We are back in Bearden, Arkansas, and halftime activities continues. And we're probably about 7 minutes away from the start of the second half. As we alluded to, the Mercer rule already in effect in this ball game, and so it should be a fairly swift-moving second half once it starts. The Bearden Bears band is currently on the field. My broadcast partner, I believe you were able to pick up a score.
Yes, on that PC and Fordyce is 44-21 Fordyce right now.
Okay, so they're taking on Parker's Chapel, and of course next week the big ball game going to be down in Junction City, number 1 and number 2. Everybody's been talking about that, and that's going to be the big game next week, and there should be a huge crowd in Junction City for that one. I'd like to send out a special thanks to Miss Jan Norris Peppers, one of our big supporters of the Dragon Sports Network. Thank you so much, as well as the folks here at Southern T-Shirt Company, LLC, also one of our sponsors along the Dragon Sports Network. Hog Wild Pest Control as well, and the Red Wolf Barbecue. And a new restaurant in Junction City. I was talking to my broadcast partner. He said, very good. I haven't checked that out. Gonzalez, it seems very good, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're glad to have them along on the Dragon Sports Network here and supporting us. Kim's Hair Salon, ERC, General Contractors, also El Dorado Chemical, subdivision of LSB Industries, also Generations Bank. We are glad to have them. Union Kindle and Farm Supply. Do appreciate you very much supporting the Dragons on the Dragon Sports Network, as well as all of our sponsors on the radio broadcast on the Hog 101.5 and 1290 KDMS. We do appreciate you very much. I haven't seen any other scores. I haven't seen anything on the El Dorado game yet tonight, have you?
No, sir, I haven't. That's what been trying to keep up with that one. You know, you got Camden Homer Grove and Center Point playing tonight. Camden Homer Grove's up 8-7. You got Prescott rolling big over Genoa Central 41-0. And you got trying to find somebody. Well, they last updated it was Rising up 41-0 over Hampton at halftime.
Okay, so that's going to be a Mercer Rule game going on there as well. And of course, we are winding down the halftime activities here in Bearden, and the fans have only thing they've had to cheer about is their band so far here tonight. As the Dragons has not been gracious guests here tonight, as they lead it big at half, 38-0. So what we will do here again is take another 2-minute break and let you hear from some of our fine sponsors making this broadcast possible. And we'll be back, and we should be close to the start of the second half. We'll be back in 2 minutes. You're listening to Junction City Football on the Dragon Sports Network, The Hog 101.5 and 1290 KDMS. Back in Bearden, halftime festivities about to wind down. We're about a little, maybe almost 2 minutes away from the start of the second half, the third quarter, with the Mercy Rule being in effect. So we hopefully will have a fairly short night up here in Bearden tonight, and we can get this over with fairly quickly, because it's just been dominant part of Junction tonight. 17-10, we finally got a score.
Yes, sir.
On El Dorado.
Yes, sir.
And El Dorado leading.
Benton, 17-10 Benton.
Benton is leading 17-10 in that ball game. That should be about ready to start second. Is that at the half?
I think so, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Well, the football players are returning to the field, and a few warm-ups, and we'll get this one on the way here in about a minute. And again, we'll have a running clock for the start of the third quarter, as the Mercy Rule already in effect. And we expect to see a lot of the second stringers, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
And they'll get some reps and some experience that could pay off down the line with these Dragons as you continue to play towards December. That's what Coach Smith likes to say. We're playing for December.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and
sir. Yes, sir.
And that's when the Dragons really shine in December. And that's what the Dragon fans have gotten used to, being on their way to Little Rock to pick up another championship ring, you know?
Yes, sir.
That's what we do in Junction City land, right? And but we'll see if we see some of the younger players play. I would think that we would. I wouldn't think Coach Smith would risk any injury in a game that's really over with before we even start the third quarter. So
if I do get my starters it's going to be one rep the second half, and hey, get what you can get, and that's it. You know, like I said, you don't want nothing to happen, you know, like I said, next week, because I guarantee you next week you're going to have to play 4 quarters of football.
Oh, no doubt. There's no doubt. It's the game of the week
Yes.
in the state of Arkansas.
Yes, and the Dragons haven't had to play a full 4 quarter of football since week 1 against Grove.
Right.
You know,
yes.
and that's what we in week 7. That's 7 weeks ago.
Yes.
So, you know, you just hope they're prepared for it mentally and physically. You know, like I said, but Smith will have that bunch ready.
Absolutely. And I don't think he looked ahead,
No.
to next week. He knows the next week is going to be a big ball game, but I think he knew that you couldn't slip up here at Bearden, and I think he probably knew, too, that we would probably – he wouldn't say it, but
Yeah.
I think he probably knew that there's going to be Mercy Rule going on here in this game, but he still didn't overlook it, and I think he's will get some of the younger players in to get some reps,
Yes,
and
sir.
it's going to pay off. And as they gain experience, and that's what it's all about with football. Yeah, you get more reps, you get better.
Yes, sir.
So we're close to kicking off the third quarter, and the clock already
Like I said,
started
the
to
clock
run.
already done started.
It's already started to run as we operate under the Mercy Rule.
Losing the game, Junction City won the ball. Local Tennessee, so they will be kicking off to begin the third quarter.
So
Looks like number 28, Wiscombe Brown, set to kick off for the Dragons.
the Dragons are about ready to kick it off here to start this second half. And the whistle blows, and here comes the kick. And muff by Bearden player, still muff, and the Dragons pick it up, and it's going to score. Touchdown, Junction City.
Good job.
Wow.
Good job right there by number 2. I think that's Pepper right there. Stayed down in this coverage lane, and instead of him going for the ball, he went for the player. That freed up the ball again for number 12.
Wow. Just like that, lightning strikes, and the Dragons are up 44-0 with the point after to come. Let's see if they try to kick it. They could use some work on the kicking game. That's for sure.
Yes.
That's not the only thing I've seen done wrong tonight. Let's see what they elect to do. What did they do? Did they not call that a touchdown? Surely they did.
Well, I don't think. I thought you could. I thought you can advance it like that.
So I guess you can't. I guess you can't advance a muff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what it is.
Okay, so they wipe off the touchdown, folks. I'm sorry, but I thought we had a touchdown going, but and they still do have it on the. Now they correct the score. It's 38-0 with the clock running, and they put the ball down at the spot of the muff.
Set up first down and 10 from the very 14-yard line.
Okay, so the Dragons will put off for a few minutes what we thought was a touchdown. Here we go off the right side and pull down, but touchdown. So one play later, we had to go one play later, but we do have a touchdown.
A.J. Ivor right there.
And A.J. Ivory on the carry.
Looks like he took it in for a Junction City touchdown.
And it is a touchdown. A.J. Ivory on the carry. And now we got the touchdown one play later. So now it is 44-0 with the point after to come. And let's see if they kick it or try to run it in. It looks like they're going to kick it. They'll line it up to kick it. Snap. Kick is up. Much better. And off to the left. Did not make it, but it looked a lot better.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, at least we got it up in the air that time. so the point after is no good. So with the Mercy Rule in effect, clock running, we're going to take a 30-second timeout. You're listening to Dragon Sports Network and Junction City Football on the Hog, 101.5 and 1290 KDMS. Back at Bearden, Arkansas, and Junction City Dragons have just scored and about to kick off to the Bearden Bears, leading 44-0. And Bearden tries to run wide on the Dragons, and you'll be better off trying to get upfield.
Oh, the ball is on the ground.
And the ball is on the ground loose again. Let's see if they call it ground calls the fumble. Let's see what it is.
Kickoff return. It was a fumble on the play. Looks like it was recovered.
Bears did recover it, so it was a fumble, but they actually lost about another 15 yards with the fumble, and so they're not going to have so great a field position now. Clock is running, mercy rule in effect, 7 minutes and we're counting.
Looks like they ruled the runner down.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if they ruled it down by contact. They're a little slow in doing that, so they put it back up, and we're going to add to the 21-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bearden Bears. Quarterback from the shotgun. He's still a mystery. Wearing number 3. We have no number 3 on our roster, so we have no idea who he is. But he tries to hand the ball off to the right side. Very short gain, if any, at all on that play.
To number 10, Caden Emerson. He's met at the line of scrimmage by number 63, Hudson Cates. Bring up 2nd down and 10 for the
Y'all seen the
No
Dragon,
gain on that play.
Yeah, Dragon defense did a lot of subbing out of the second half, third quarter right here. You know, like getting the young guys some reps.
Quarterback hands off to the running back.
Number 28 right there, Wisdom Brown, holding his end on the outside, not letting the running back get to the outside. Good job by Wisdom.
Yeah, I don't have a 10 on the roster either. I think they gave me the wrong book. No wonder it was only $1.
Yeah.
Nothing going in is right.
Right, yes, sir.
Looks like he lost yardage back to the 20-yard line.
And it's 5:40 clock running, 44-0 is our score if you're just joining us. And the Dragons up big, mercy rule in effect. And they hand it off to the right side. Running back picked up some good yardage.
Yeah.
He's close to first down, maybe a yard short.
Yeah, number 8, O'Shea Yarborough right there. That's the best run the Bears done had all night.
Yeah. That was a good-looking play. Had a good little hole there to scoot through.
For the Dragons, do not have a name for number 15. That'll be their 4th down, about 5 for the Bears.
So, going to be 4th down and 5 from the 19 for the Bearden Bears as they come up. Quarterback barking signals, and no, he actually punts the ball. And it takes Bearden bounce, and let's see what they mark it. It went out of bounds.
Caden Emerson's punt will go out of bounds down around the 43-yard
All
line.
right, 43 is where they're going to mark it, and it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Junction City Dragons. Let's see what they do now. Malone is in.
I like we short some players out there. Center guard. Okay, I see it now.
And let's see, we got a whistle. Let's see what's here now. What's going on now?
Bearden calls a timeout.
Okay, Bearden calls timeout. 30-second, and we'll take the 30-second break as well. You're listening to Dragon Football on the Dragon Sports Network, The Hog, 101.5 and 1290 KDMS. Back in Bearden, 44-0, the Dragons are up. And Junction City with the football, we're looking at a first down and 10 from the 43-yard line. A lot of new players in for the Dragons. And they hand it off to the running back, Ivory. Ivory on the right side gets good yardage, and he's knocked out of bounds. But they'll move the sticks. That's another Ginger Tulano Allstate Insurance first down.
Camden up pretty big tonight over B Queen, 34-6 in the second quarter. Right down the road.
And ball right at the 40-yard line. It's going to be first and 10 for the Dragons. Slot on the right side. And they hand it off to Ivory. Ivory on the move. Ivory, penalty marker goes down, and Ivory's going to score, but we got to check out the penalty marker. So hold up. It would be a touchdown, but penalty marker thrown, and it's in that area where I'd say either a clip or a hold.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what they come up with.
9 times out of 10, when you say in that area right there, it's going to be a holding.
Yes. So we'll see what they do. That one is coming back. Yeah, they called it holding, and they're going to wipe that touchdown off the board and mark off 10 yards against the Dragons for the hold. And that'll bring it back to the 44-yard line, and it's going to be first and 14 for the Dragons. Well, I'd say given the same play. The hole was there, and he's obviously got the speed and the power. Yeah. Let's see if they give it back to him again.
You got a new running back.
Yeah, it's a new running back in there. If we see some new players coming in, that's K.D. Smith on the carry.
He actually fumbled the ball, but I don't think the refs seen it.
He was met in the backfield by Zach Larson.
And the ball is on the 47-yard line. It's going to be second and 14. No gain on that one. Let's see what the Dragons do here with this one. They hand it off again, and running back is K.D. Smith. And the short yardage off the left side.
Hand off to Smith once again. He's tackled right around the line of scrimmage by number 12, Torrey Hartley. That'll bring up third down and about 16 for the Dragons.
Let's see if they get this play off before the third quarter runs out. We got 30 seconds and counting and left in this third quarter. If you're joining us, the mercy rule already in effect. Dragons up big, 44-0 is our score.
So like they might have a run of play before the end.
They may get this play off before the end of the third quarter. And they do. High snap. Quarterback gets it, keeps it, and gives it to Ivory. Ivory, big gainer, maybe. Let's see if they got enough. He's close to the first down. Let's see. He got the first down. So there's another Ginger Tulano All-State first down. And we reached the end of the third quarter. You're listening to Junction City Football on the Dragon Sports Network. 101.5 The Hog, 1290 KDMS. We're back in 1 minute. We are back in Bearden, Arkansas. The fourth quarter about to commence. 12 minutes left in this contest. Dragons up big, 44-0. It is homecoming in Bearden, but they've had nothing to cheer about tonight. It's been all Dragons. And the Dragons who pushing the ball down the field. I mean, these youngsters are running hard. They're getting some work. I couldn't catch that. No,
KD Smith.
yeah,
Right there,
KD Smith
21.
again. He's looking good here.
Yeah, he is.
He has really got those legs moving.
On the 9-yard line.
And that's
It'll be first and goal for the Dragons.
another Junior Taleno All-State Insurance first down. And we're looking at first and goal, clock running, 11 minutes and counting. And they hand it off to Smith again. Did he fumble?
Yeah, he fumbled it.
That is about the only thing the Dragons have done wrong tonight. And I think that's their second fumble of the night that I can recall. And so he fumbled the football, and they turn it over. And so the Bears will take over. First and 10 on the 10-yard line. 90 yards away, and they have not shown any sign of getting close to the end zone much tonight. So we'll see what they do. And I would think from the operating from their own 10-yard line, they'll be pretty cautious. Let's see what they do. They hand it off to the left side. Maybe they push the pile, maybe 2-3 yards out of that play. It's going to make it second down.
Handoff goes to number 8, O'Shea Yarborough.
You know, number 8, the one that had that good run with him a while ago. So, and I didn't understand why he went out the game the next play, because
he's been the best running back that we've seen. At least he's shown a little speed whenever he's had a chance to touch the ball, which has not been much. So they did pick up 4 on the play. It's going to be second and 6 from the 14. And let's see, they run off the left side. Oh, ball fumble. Let's see. It may have run out of bounds.
I think Bearden recovered it again.
They did recover it. And they may have gained a couple of yards out of the fumble.
Yes, they tried to run a little option right there. I couldn't tell from where we're standing there, but it looked like the pitch between him and the pitch man was a little off.
It'll be third down and 3 for the Bears.
Looking at 3rd and 3 from the 19 for the Bearden Bears. Clock running, 9 minutes to go in this contest. And they run it out to good play, good yardage on the play.
Yes,
and I believe they moved the chains for a first down.
That's number 8 again. Like I said, number 8, the only running back that I had to show a little life and a little bursting speed once he gets the ball.
First down.
Yeah, they haven't had many first downs tonight. That's for sure. And I don't know why they don't give him more touches. He does show a little quickness out of there and a little power. Well, that's probably only the 4th time he's touched the ball tonight.
Yes, sir.
Which is probably a good thing for the Dragons.
Yeah.
8 minutes and counting left in this contest. It's first and 10 from the 27.
There he is again.
And he's running again on the left side, and good yardage. He's going to move the chains again.
That guy right there, he's running with
Yarborough.
Yeah, Yarborough's running with a little steam ahead. You know, he's not worried about the score. You know, I think he's trying to get his name called all night.
Yeah, and maybe some more playing time.
Yeah, some more playing time. Yeah. You know, that's what you want to see out of a kid like that. You're down 44 points.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna keep fighting. I'm gonna run the ball hard. I like that character out of him.
Right. They line it up. Two wide receivers to the right side. And they run it on the left side. That time the Dragons got a minimal gain there.
Around the 46-yard line by number 21, KD Smith. Second down and 6 for the Bears.
The Bears come up to the line of scrimmage, second down, 6. The ball on the 46-yard line. And they look over to the sideline to get another play. And they run it off the left side again. It looks like Yarborough again, but they're gang tackled by Yarborough. He didn't want to go down that time.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, he's been showing a little aggressive right there running the ball. And like I said, I like the way he's playing. He's not giving up. Okay, we down 44 points. Hey, I'm still going to give him my all.
Right.
And,
he is. He's playing hard out there. You give him that. They're going to be coming up third down and 4. Ball on the 49-yard line. Best looking drive so far of the night for the Bearden Bears. Let's see what they do if Yarborough gets it again. Quarterback sneaks, and he has the first down.
Usually when a spread team like this, a pistol formation team, when a quarterback goes up under the center, you automatically know it's going to be quarterback sneaking right there. And, number 3 eased on up there, and he got the first down.
He did.
You know, this is what the second or third trip that have been inside the Dragon, on the Dragon side of the field the whole night. So,
right.
You know, defense has been playing good.
It has. This is their best looking offensive series.
Yeah, because they started right there on the 10.
Right, absolutely. And they continue to run the ball off the left side, and it looks like they're running Yarborough again.
Yes, I don't know what it is on that left side, but they love running Yarborough on that left side. And I guess that's their strong side, the offensive line strong side. They've been running right behind that O-line on that left side.
Hey, he picks up 5 on that play. And its ball is on the 39-yard line.
Yes. Yarborough's going to have most of their offensive numbers tonight.
He's actually picking up most of his yardage on this series.
Yes.
Quarterback hands off
to the right side.
To the right side for a change. Kind of stuffed up in the middle. They might have got a couple of yards out of it. Not much there. The Dragons defense stiffens up there.
He's met by a host of Dragons. Looks like the ball spotted close to the first down marker.
They do. They give him a first down.
Yes.
So they have been able to convert 3 times on this drive. 3:56 clock running. Quarterback keeps the ball, trying to run the right side, and that's a bad idea.
Yes, I can't see why they've been running on that left side. When they try to run on this right side, it ain't been too good for them.
No, that was not a good idea. You think you will?
Yeah.
We kind of confirmed our player of the game.
Yes, sir. Landis Frazier.
Landis Frazier. We're going to say it's the player of the game tonight. He had a big ball game for the Junction City Dragons. And they give it off to Yarborough again off the left side. And he was slow getting up that time, but going to be 2nd and 12. Let's see what the Bears do with this one if they continue to run Yarborough. He's been the positive
Yarborough
tonight.
went out on that.
Did he go out?
Yes, he went out.
Okay.
Number
All right,
10
they do.
back
They
in.
run it with number 10, which we don't have on the rest.
Okay.
Looks like he gained about 2 yards on the play. It'll be 4th down and 8 for the Bears.
Bearden Bears comes up under 2 minutes left in the ball game. Quarterback back to throwing long over the middle and intercepted. The Dragons intercepted. The Pepper intercepted that pass. The middle pass, he's shown a propensity to throw it there, and it's not been open.
Yes. He kind of put too much air up on that ball
Yeah.
right there. And I think if he throws the ball with a little fire behind, I think he completes the pass, and Two's walking in the end zone right there.
Yeah, he may have, but he had to zip that one.
Yes.
He threw it into coverage, really, and it was a floater.
Yes, and tonight all his plays has been, he's giving the D-back time to make a play on the ball because he's floating so high in the air.
We are under a minute left in this ball game from Bearden. Dragons winning big, 44-0. And this is the closest the Bears have been to trying to reach the end zone, and they're taking their time. And the clock may run out on them before they do that. Let's see here. The Dragons, what they do. Will they fall down on it? No, they do hand it off, and he was hit in the backfield. A good play. That could be the last play of this ball game.
I think that's going to be the last play of the ball game.
Yes. I don't think the Dragons will be in any hurry to do anything else tonight. You are looking at your final score of 44-0 as the Junction City Dragons continue on a roll and blowing out their opponents. But next week,
next
week, make plans to head south to Junction City, Arkansas. It's the big one. It's Fordyce, the number 1 team, taking on Junction City, number 1, number 2 in the state. It should be some well of a ball game.
Yes.
And this one is going to be over tonight. I enjoyed working with you.
Oh yeah.
And
me too.
tonight, and looking forward to coming down next week and just having a good time. And watching a good game next week. And watch you guys work.
Yes, sir. It's gonna be real fun next week. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah.
Expecting a huge crowd. And can't wait. Wait.
Okay. Well, I do appreciate all the technicians here on site and Elizabeth back in the studio. Well, thank you so much for your work here tonight. 44-0 final score. The Junction City Dragons won 6 in a row now, and they'll head into that big ball game with Fordyce next week. Wayne and Jacob should be back on next week, and we thank you so much and all the sponsors on the Dragon Sports Network and also on the radio tonight. For the final time from Bearden, Arkansas, final score again, Junction City 44, Bearden 0. Good night, everyone.